everyone, this is Cindy from Stamped with Aloha, and welcome to my celebrating 25 years of Faith, Hope, and Aloha event. I'm so excited to share with you the projects that are a part of the Make and Take kit. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's take a look inside the kit. So this Expressions of Kindness kit was designed to create 8 cards, and the cards that this kit makes looks like this. So there's 2 different designs, and you would make these 4 times each. So at this event, I have altered the parts and pieces in this kit, and really I've simplified things for you so that the experience on Friday night or whenever you put your kit together will be really smooth sailing. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to look for these 3 pieces. These are the 3 pieces that we are going to stamp. So the alternative stamp set that I'm working with is called the Unbounded Love. And I chose this because it has the words faith, love, and hope. And it's got a lot of other beautiful sentiments in here as well. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're going to stamp these 3. Now, if you're gonna copy my designs exactly, then the blue one is going to be the hope, and then the faith and the love will be these matching tags here. I've positioned them so the leaf is in the bottom left corner. I'm going to use the little spot pad that comes in the kit, and then I'm going to go ahead and ink up my stamp. So first we'll start with love, and I'm going to stamp that right on the tag. And then we'll do faith. And we'll stamp that right here. And then we will do the blue tag with hope. Okay. All right, let's put these to the side. And the next thing we're gonna do is go back into the kit, and we are gonna take out the 3 boxes. Okay, so these originally were card bases, but you can see they've already been scored, they've been cut for you, and there's already tear and tape on there, so it's gonna make putting these boxes together really simple. Also in your supplies, you are going to take out this delicate sheet of flowers, and you'll carefully punch out just one of the flowers. Okay. And then you'll take out the gold sheet, and you'll carefully punch out just one of these gold pieces. So it's really delicate, easy to punch out, but it's delicate, so just take your time and remove that, okay? In here, you're also gonna have embellishments and dimensionals. And although this comes with glue dots, I will provide some multi-purpose liquid glue for you to work with, and otherwise you can use the glue dots, or if you're doing this at home, you can use whatever adhesive is your favorite. All right, so although our tags have been stamped, we are gonna do a little bit more stamping on the boxes themselves. So I had you pull out all 3 boxes. So we'll start with this one here. So you'll notice that this one has a back side and a front side, and the main difference between the 2 is that the front side of the box is where you'll see the gold embossing on there, okay? So we're gonna lay that down, and then on the front side here where the gold embossing is, we are going to stamp with this cross hatch stamp. So let me get out my spot, and I'm gonna go ahead and ink up the stamp. Okay, and I'm gonna stamp this twice. So I'm gonna start where it's gonna overlap this purple flower just a tiny little bit. And really this stamping with this project, it's kind of like a no-brainer. You really can't mess it up. That's one of my favorite things about this stamp set, and the way that the thistles look. It's just, it's very easy. You don't have to be careful about lining it up. So then we're just going to place this next one kind of over the top so that it's just overlapping just in this section right here, okay? Now comes the fun part. We're gonna do the little thistles. So I have this stamp here, and we're going to ink that up. And then we're going to stamp this right over the top of the purple flowers. One there. Since this is the front of the box, I'm only gonna stamp those 2 flowers. But hey, this is your project. If you want, you can go ahead and stamp the ones on the back as well. All right, now since we have our stamps out, let's go ahead and take out the second box. So this is our faith box. This will be our love box. And then you're gonna do the exact same thing. Look for the front of the box where the gold embossing is, and then go ahead and stamp it the exact same way. All right, so our stamping is done, and now we're gonna go ahead and put together all 3 boxes. So you can see that the tape has already been on here. This box has been cut for you. There is a score line in the middle. We are not gonna fold that score line because this score line was the original score line for the fold of the card, but we've scored around it. So we're just gonna leave that line there, but we're not gonna touch it, okay? But instead, we're gonna come to the outside and we're gonna fold in this one and fold in the second one. And then we're gonna turn the card around and we're gonna fold in the first one and fold the second one, okay? So we are not touching this one right here, okay? So now your box are gonna have a top and a bottom. So on the purple one, the top of the box will be the one that has the gold foil on it. So for the blue one, obviously it's the one that has this blue watercolor wash on it. So we want to start by putting the bottom of the box together first, so the tray of the box. So I'm going to turn it upside down. We'll start in the middle, and I'm just going to begin to remove the tape. Okay. All right, so I turned it around because it's easier for me to see. So this is the one I removed the tape. So I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to pull up the side, and I'm going to stick it together, and that formed the first flap. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm gonna pull up the tape. Okay. And then we're going to pull up the side and stick it down. Okay, and then we're gonna do this side. So pull up the tape. Okay, and then you'll carefully lift this up, line it up, and stick it down. And then on this side, turn in and line it up and stick it down. Okay, all right, so the tray is done, and now we're gonna do the top flap. So we're gonna close the box. We're gonna take these 2 flaps and we're gonna put them in and we're gonna wrap them around the box. Okay, so then on this first one here, I'm gonna just pull the tape. And while I'm holding the box shut, I'm just going to close this side. I'm gonna turn it around and do the same thing on the opposite side. This up. Hold it together and wrap it around. All right, so here's our box. It opens like this, and I'm going to keep the opening of the box on the right side so that we can begin to do our decorating. All right, and then here is what I did with the purple boxes. So you can see I did the exact same thing. So if you're doing this at home, you might want to pause the video now and then go ahead and assemble all of your boxes, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, now we're gonna decorate these boxes. So you're gonna get the embellishments from your kit, you're gonna need your dimensionals, and then you're going to need those tags. Okay, so the faith one is here. I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna grab 2 dimensionals, put one on each end of the tag, take off the paper backing. Okay, so then I'm gonna take this and then I'm just gonna stick it down here towards the bottom right corner of the box. Okay, and then on the love box, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm putting the dimensionals not close to the edge because I might want to tuck a little something underneath there. So I'm kind of leaving a little bit of space on the edges there, so I'll have room to tuck a little gold under there. Okay, so in the bottom corner. All right, now we are going to add a little bit of this. So what we're going to use is for the blue box, we are going to be using this whole piece right here. So I'm going to just cut this off. And then these little scraps that are at the bottom, I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to cut the stem a little bit until I just have a little tiny piece of gold like that, a gold leaf. And then I'm going to just carefully, very carefully put some little tiny dots of my multi-purpose glue on the back. And then I'm going to just slide that right there, just so that we have a little touch of gold on the edge of the box. Now we're going to do the same thing with this piece. I'm going to trim this stem a little bit. And just add a little bit of glue to the back. I'm not even squeezing the bottle. I kind of just get a little tiny bubble on there, and then I'm just kind of pushing it on there. And again, just a little touch of gold in the corner, just like that, okay? And then to finish up the front of the boxes, we're gonna take the embellishments, and I'm gonna pick it up, and on the love, we're gonna put a large one right here, a large one up here, and a small one at an angle right next to it. We'll do the same thing on both boxes. Large one right there, a large one up here, and a small one at an angle. Okay, so these two boxes are done. Let's move on to the blue box. Okay, so make sure that your box is opening on this side, on the right side. For this one, we are going to put hope. Let's put our dimensionals, but let's not remove the paper backing yet, because the focal point of this is going to be this flower. Now, this flower is too big for the box, so we are only going to use the top flower. What's great about this piece and what makes this very versatile is that these are easy to separate. So I'm just going to come in here and cut like that. So now you have a small flower and you have a big flower. Both of these can be stamped. So I'm going to actually, it's up to you whether you want to do this or not. Okay, so I have my stamp, I slid a paper underneath it, and then I'm going to just stamp that texture on there with this little stamp. Okay. All right, so let's bring this back, and we'll start with this piece. So now this is a little bit easier to put the liquid glue, so I'm just going to dot some. You don't want to put too much glue on here. This glue is strong, so you just need a tiny little bit. And then we're going to center this on the box. And maybe the easiest way is just get the edge of the flower right up there along the edge of the box, and it just fits perfectly on there. Okay, and then we're going to take this gold piece, and don't worry, I will have some baby wipes at the event, so if you don't like working with this glue or your hands get sticky, there's also a bathroom that you can go wash your hands. But I am somebody who used to not like this glue because I thought it was messy, but now it's my go-to. It's my all-time favorite, and I like it because it's fast. All right, so then we're gonna just lay this over the top. It's also really strong too. And then we're gonna press it down. Okay, so there you go. Isn't that pretty? Grab your hope words, and you're going to place this at the bottom, and then we'll embellish. Okay, so we have one there, and I'm gonna add one more up here at the top. All right, our 3 boxes are done. So this next part of the video, I'm gonna show you how to create the gift card holders that are gonna go inside these boxes. So we're gonna go back into our kit, and in here we're going to remove the spool of ribbon, and then you're gonna remove these pieces. These should be right on the top. And all those pieces. They should be right at the top of your box. Another thing that will be helpful is in your kit, there is the instruction sheet. So this instruction sheet has a ruler on the side right here, and we need to measure out 9 inches. So I think that's exactly what this has, 9 inches. And so you can use this so you'll know how to cut your ribbon, okay? All right, in fact, let's start by cutting our ribbon. So we're gonna open up the ribbon. Okay, I'm gonna start at the 0 and go to 9. And then we need 3 pieces of ribbon. So I'm just going to fold it like that. And cut. And cut and cut. Okay, and now we can put this away. All right, there's no stamping on this part. So you've got 3 pieces of basic beige cardstock. We're gonna fold up the bottom and fold down the top to make a matchbook style. And if you have your bone folder, again, you can use your fingernail. We wanna just crease it. Okay, and then you have 3 different pieces of envelope. So this came from one of the pretty envelopes that's in the kit. And you're gonna take and you're gonna glue each one of these envelope pieces to the colorful backing. So we have a wild wheat one. We have a Lost Lagoon one. And we have this gorgeous Blackberry Bliss one. I've been using this color a lot for this event. All right. This focal point here, we're just gonna put glue on it, and we're going to center that onto the top of the matchbook. All right, so there's our 3 matchbooks. Now with a matchbook, one thing that you could do to like form the pocket is you could, you would want to put a little bit of adhesive, but this is a really small gift card holder. So let's see, I have a gift card right here. So you'll see that this gift card just fits in there perfectly. There's no room. So we don't want any glue in here at all, and we don't want to put glue on the sides. So that's the beauty of the ribbon, because with the ribbon, we're just going to lay this matchbook down. We're gonna pull the ribbon around. We're gonna go tie a knot. So pull it through, now hold it down and tie a knot. Okay, now we're gonna repeat that and we're gonna tie a second one. So again, just wrap it around and tie a knot. Okay, and then we're gonna do it one last time. Okay, now the next thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna trim these gift card holders, because if you'll notice, it's kind of hard to tuck that in. So if you have a corner rounder, you could round the corners, but what I'm gonna do is just take my snips and I'm going to just angle cut the edges. Okay, so just by creating a little angle cut, that's gonna make that pop in there, and it won't damage the corners, and it'll make it just be a lot easier to tuck in. And then the last one. Okay, all right, we are almost done. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna fill these with words of faith, hope, and love. And so I have a PDF document that I will be sending to you. you would print out that document, and then you will be able to choose words of hope, words of faith, and words of love. So depending on which gift card you make, then you are going to choose. And we'll have some of these words available for you already printed, but then we'll give you the document so that you can print your own. All right, so I'm just gonna, in no particular order, because all of these are color coordinated. I'm gonna start with the love. I would put my gift card in there as well. This was my love note, so this is going to go inside my love box. So open this up, and project number 1 is done. All right, next we have the faith. So I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna take my note of faith here and tuck it in the pocket. We're gonna tuck this in, grab my faith box. There's enough room in here too that you can put a little treat, you can put a little candy, a little gift. Okay, and then we have our hope box. So we'll open up this final one, put our words of hope. You can print those out on cardstock, you can print them out on copy paper, and there you go. Faith, hope, and love. Well, I just want to say thank you again for your support of this class, and thank you so much for celebrating my 25th anniversary with me with Stampin' Up. It's been an amazing journey these past 25 years, and one of the greatest blessings is all the relationships that I've made with people like you who support me and have loved on me and have just been such a blessing in my life. I mean, it's really what truly the best part of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is everybody that I've gotten to meet. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your support. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Aloha.